Why did you choose the name Jindi? It's an interesting name.
Yeah, Jindi is my family name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Jindi translates to soldier. I went to Numle, and when I landed in Numle, it was like November.
Yeah.
The first thing I told my friend, I died fool.
Fool.
Died fool. Yeah.
Which artist surprised you the most after meeting them in person?
After meeting them in person,
Yeah.
Anyariol.
Anyariol?
Yeah, definitely.
You've already met him?
I met Anyariol, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You guys ready?
Yay.
Yeah. Every time I sit down and I pray that my people see the light one day. Love to Juba, I'll be on my way. Mashi fi tariq ma batraja hai. Justice is what we fight for. Pray that my people see the light one day. Love to Khartoum, I'll be on my way. Mashi fi tariq. One love, one heart, one destiny, Sudan.
Hello guys, welcome back to Media. This is a home of real conversations and real talent. I'm your host, the She-Goat, and today we are excited and we have a special guest with us here. He's an artist whose sound has crossed borders and is connecting people through cultures and stuff. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself and welcome to the show.
Yo, big up. Thank you for having me.
Uh-huh.
Again, it feels good to be home. And, home is wherever, your heart feels,
Exactly.
like nice and good and cold. Like the weather, we're in Nairobi. But yeah, my name is Jindi. I'm a singer-songwriter and record producer.
Yeah.
And a person with, energy, and I want to, through my music, like get to connect, people and inspire, the next generations or so with through good music and through good art. Yeah.
Amazing. Will you take us through how your music journey began?
Yeah, sure. So music was like always in our household growing up, like listening to different kind of stuff. Traditional, songs, Muhammad Wardi, Said Khalifa. But also, on the radio, like there was always like Michael Jackson. There's always Stevie Wonder, there's always Bob Marley. And that kind of shaped my whole musical background growing up.
Yeah.
And, starting off, I was just like in uni, basically practicing my instrument, forming a band and just performing wherever I can. And one of the biggest things that taught me the art of live performance is attending so many live shows. So from the age of 16, I would go to like the biggest shows, whether it's jazz, whether it's Afrobeat, whether it's R&B and pop. And I think that kind of gave me a lot of experience in terms of like how I want my show to look like, how I want to sound on stage. And, most of the time I'm doing like a lot of things involved in the production of my shows, right? From like sound to lighting to, making sure like, like I get my backdrops ready.
Yeah.
And I feel like throughout the journey, it has been a blessing to get to learn these things from some of the best people like in the industry, like that I've met. So yeah.
Yeah. What inspired you to become an artist?
What inspired me is I felt like I want to be able to get that feeling of like, when people hear you, they can, like have a certain feeling. Or, like if you go up on stage, like that feeling is thrilling. So I always knew that one day it was going to be me, but what will I do different that, it's going to inspire? That's always something I thrive to do. And I always like to take my time in music and whatever message I'm delivering. I like to take it like one step at a time and not rush things,
Yeah, amazing. Why did you choose the name Jindi? It's an interesting name.
Yeah, Jindi is my family name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Jindi translates to soldier.
You mean soldier?
Yeah, it means soldier. In Arabic, Jindi is soldier. Jindi.
Okay.
And Jindi is like, a name I took as like I'm the soldier of love.
Ooh.
So yeah, I mean, why not? Like every time, across Africa, whenever I was traveling, like if I go to Kenya or Uganda or South Sudan or Nigeria or Sudan, I always have this thing of respecting, like the people that protect, and I always feel like like me in my capacity, I want to do good with my music as a soldier of spreading good love and like just stay away from all the negative energy and try to like make the whole situation a bit better. So yeah.
Oh, so your
Big up the
message is
soldiers.
spreading love. Amazing. So, what would you describe your music style?
I feel like my music style has, like been always, inspired by different backgrounds, but it's R&B and it's pop, it's reggae, it's Afrobeat, and the reason being is because I have went to so many places that inspired, the sound, and I've always been willing to get to know like about other cultures.
Yeah.
So every time I would travel, I always like to go like to neighborhoods and see, like the kind of sound that's there. Like the project I did with Kushman in Pipeline in Kenya,
Yeah.
or a song I did with, Mastercraft, or, a song, that's, he was born in Lagos, but it has a like Afro piano flavor. So I feel like it's just where I'm at determines the kind of sound, but it's always like changing, evolving.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Meaning you're very open-minded and new and open to, learn new things.
Of course,
That's
100%,
amazing.
yeah.
So what challenges did you face, when you were coming up and starting your music journey?
I feel like the there's so many things like along the way that I faced. It's like to just continue having the same kind of, like the whole, like to have the same kind of, momentum to go. So that's why I learned not to burn myself out in the process and just take it like one step at a time. Because like a lot of times I would look at like what's happening out there and be like, I want to be here, I want to be there, but
Yeah.
everything is just about timing. So whenever it's the right time for you, you're gonna be up next. So that's what one of the challenges that I've been facing is like, like have I done like enough, or do I need to like just rush things or slow it down? So yeah.
So it's like you have like a lot of pressure on yourself, yeah?
Yeah. And always like trying to perfect the next thing. I always look like at what happened and not like regret, but always try to do better. And I feel like everything has happened for a certain reason at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What song of yours made people recognize who Jindi was?
I think Hassa definitely was, because in Dubai and Sudan, I used to, like just push the song, and Hassa was kind of different because it was the first time I kind of blend in, like Sudanese dialect with, with Afrobeat and English and dancehall. So it was a very good experience for me, and it opened up a lot of doors for me. So I'm really thankful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The song is Hassa.
Hassa, yeah.
Okay.
Hassa in Sudani means right now. Hassa.
So what motivates you to continue making music?
What motivates me actually, what motivates me is the world, seeing what's happening around me, and I think the last couple of months, or last I would say 3 years, traveling around, I'm seeing a lot of things firsthand, like I'm there on ground. So I think that kind of inspires me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like about a certain topic. It can be about love, it can be about unity, it can be about anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the things that's has always
Inspires you, yeah.
yeah.
For those who know you, you have worked with some of our South Sudanese artists here. So what attracts you to South Sudanese industry?
The South Sudanese industry,
Yeah.
I would say Mulah Kombo.
Come on. So wait, you've tasted Mula Combo?
No, actually I didn't, but I had like like I had like shay and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what has inspired me is
Yeah.
the different sounds. Honestly, the cultural sounds that come out of there is so nice, and I feel like wherever the night flows from, like from Numile to Halfa, like there's always a lot of stuff that we haven't even touched culturally, and the melodies, the sounds, the energy. Like I was just talking to you like off camera about like a function I went to in 2024.
Yeah.
And how I just was there and I saw people celebrating, and what the sound did to them, and how it made them move.
Yeah.
So I think that aspect of how music can touch people, and how the industry has been pushing with different kind of sounds, different artists, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the collaboration experience with Ali Joma? Because you have a song with him?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, I got the song 1 year after it was sent, because I recorded the song in Lagos in 2023. I finished the song, and then the song went up, and 1 year I felt like the song was missing something, and
Yeah.
it happens to be my brother Ali, and he jumped on it, and it was a very good like experience, because he kind of completed the whole message of this one Sudan, the great Sudan that I grew up knowing,
Yeah.
and for us, like when we met, even it was a good energy, and I hope we always keep on delivering like good music and songs that actually touch people's hearts.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think South Sudanese and Sudanese artists should collaborate more?
100%. I feel like like if art is a very good platform to kind of unite people, you
Yeah.
know, if it's always done in the right way, the most organic, natural way. And there's different sounds, like if you go to west part of Sudan, there's so many sounds. If you go to the east or north or south, there's so many. Like I personally, like now been listening to a lot of like Pujulu sounds.
Oh,
I love
Pujulu.
the dance. Yeah.
Amazing. Have you learned some
I
of the
tried
moves?
dancing, but nah, maybe take some classes.
Really?
Yeah, I like the dance. Yeah.
We'll teach you more. We'll teach you. Which South Sudanese artists would you love to work with next, apart from your previous collabo with Ali?
I mean, like there's so many amazing artists that doing like great collabs, but we have stuff like I already have stuff recorded, but I want to say it to you guys at the right time. So when it's the right time, I'll let you guys know. But I've worked with everyone like I wanted to work with, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Like I'm really happy. Yeah.
That's
You know,
nice.
there's one of them like just and like still on the like we're still planning.
Yeah, in the process.
But I also want to give a shout out to everybody like CJ Oman. I want to shout out Emmanuel Kembe. I want to shout out like the people that have been doing it for a long time, and the music I just keep going back. Like on my phone, I'd be somewhere in Mexico and I'm listening to Rabbuna asma sotai wadi muhabba. Like so. Like it's just nice, to listen to these sounds. It reminds me of home always. Yeah.
So you've traveled to places like Lagos, Dubai, Mexico. How have those places, shaped the way you sing or write your music?
It definitely made me like evolve to different kind of like places. Like when it comes to like knowing a sound from that region and actually being present in that environment, I kind of like get to embrace the culture and also try to add from where I'm from, but also embrace the culture, right? So I did a song of my album Rain and Fire. The song is called Omologo. Omologo in Yoruba, the Yoruba language in Nigeria, translates to a blessed child, right?
Yeah.
And when I was working with my producer, my brother Mebulos, shout out to Mebulos, we were working on the song, and then he was like, bro, we can add this. And like when I had written like the main parts of the song, we just added the Omologo in Yoruba, and I thought that was beautiful because we are so connected more than we can even think. There's so much connection. So yeah, definitely I love to embrace and also love to add from where I come from.
Amazing.
And even growing up like a place like Dubai, I've learned how to always like be on top of my game when it comes to like being prepared. So I think every place just taught me a different kind of energy and different kind of vibe.
Since you've been to all these countries, which country has given you the best experience so far?
It's hard to choose, but like now we're in Nairobi.
Yeah.
And I remember like the story how I came to Nairobi in 2016. A good friend of mine, he calls me up. I was in Sharjah, my home.
Yeah.
And he tells me like, come to Nairobi, it's nice, man, you love the weather. And I was like, really, bro? He's been telling me like to come like before, but 2016 I came, and I think I've seen like a different kind of world, and for me that kind of inspired me a lot. And me and my friend, honestly, we came to Nairobi, and I didn't have any expectations, but I knew that there's always something in the future to build for. So we used to go to every venue and just try our songs with DJs.
Yeah.
Try our different songs and music, send it to DJs, even perform at some places. And luckily in 2024 we did Raha Fest. you know,
Oh, here in Kenya, yeah?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We
It's a
did, and
big.
even you know, single D showed up as well.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to him, my brother. And we did a very good, you know, like show performance. And I feel like that was for me like 10 years of like being around, or 9 years, you know, being you know, involved, has paid off. You know, but it wasn't like a easy process. You know, it was like years of just going, not expecting anything, but expecting to, you know, like just put, you know, like good music there. That was the whole expectation, you know, like
Yeah.
I just want to put good stuff out so that when I'm on stage, you know, like whoever like put me there on that stage, I want to make them proud. And whoever like has been watching me, I want to make them proud, like, you know, this is Jindi, this.
Yeah. Amazing. Do you plan to take African music to an even bigger international level?
Like for me personally, I feel like African music has already done that, you know, in so many
Sure.
ways. Whether it's sampling, whether it's like cultural music, you know, Premier Gau, you know, like breaking, you know, records. The Africa has always been involved somehow in international music from way back, you know. But I feel like now music is becoming more and more cultural, which is more beautiful as well. So yeah, I think it's definitely, I would love to play a part in that, you know, to take, you know, Sudan music out there, your African music, definitely, you know, like, why not?
Yeah, amazing. So I'm sure you have been inspired by, you know, different cultures, but who will you say inspired you most in your music career?
I would have to give it to my father, you know.
Oh wow, your father
My
was.
father, yeah, Mr. Fox, shout out to my father, he's my mentor. You know, my father taught me to love people regardless of, you know, their, you know, color, religion. You know, he always like embedded this thing in us, all of us, and my siblings from a young age. So I would say like he used to play, you know, accordion. Accordion is a, you know, very big, you know, like instrument in Sudanese music. But apart from that, he used to like hum some songs, you know. I was like, Dad, you got a nice voice. He's like, yeah, well, you know. So yeah, that's my mentor, you know.
Amazing.
And apart from that, obviously, I love Steve Wonder, like you know, his songs, you know, albums like Songs in the Key of Life, Michael Jackson, you know, different type, you know, of artists, Wizkid, Chronics. So yeah, it's a different kind of blend.
You've drawn
Bob.
your inspiration from different sources. That's
Yeah.
amazing. What message do you always want your music to deliver to the people?
I want it to be like love, you know. That's what I want people to get. Love because love exists in different forms in life. You know, love is in togetherness. Love is in like relationship. It can be in so many things, you know, in a nice gesture, in a smile. So yeah, that's what I would say, you know, love.
Love, guys. We're
One
preaching love. How do you balance, you know, film, travel, and your personal life?
I feel like you need to just take it one step at a time. Like that's how it's been for me, because you know, like touring and going out, you know, I think there always has to be some type of like a time for everything, you know, like for me, I take pride in having like all these elements in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't want to overdo or do less than, you know, like I should, because, you know, for me, life is temporary. Like we're all gonna
Short,
go.
yeah.
So it's just about leaving impact and trying as much as we can to, you know, like give everything, like whatever deserves to be given, you know, like time or love. I think that's the most important thing for me personally. Yeah. So.
Okay. What advice would you give to these upcoming, you know, Sudanese and South Sudanese artists who want to make it in the industry one day?
Just stay true to your sound, and don't be afraid of like experimenting, you know. Just stay true to who you are and what you believe in. And, you know, the world is one day gonna be listening to you, you know, and don't follow like, you know, like the stuff that's not gonna resonate, because now, again, like talking to you about listening to old school music, listening to Muhammad Wardi, you still can hear this violence like in 2026.
Yeah.
You still can hear a song by Emmanuel Kembe. Like I went to the celebration of South Sudan in 2024. No, yeah, it was not July, but I think it was like 4 days or 5 days after. I think they made it on the 13th, but I saw how people dance to celebrate,
Yeah.
you know? and you know, like everyone just came together, and I think that's the kind of music that I would love to be writing, you know. So yeah, timeless music, guys.
Timeless music. So let's talk about your future plans. Do you have some current projects that you are working on?
Yeah, I have some collabs. You know, amazing artists from South Sudan. There's also some songs I did with, you know, like artists. You know, like it's just like I feel I just want to take it one step at a time and just, you know, tell you guys what's happening at the right time, because if I talk, I'm gonna just
Wait,
blow everything up.
should your fans expect a new EP or an album soon?
Yeah, an EP. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
say an EP. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm working
Amazing.
on EP, but I wanna just like drop some singles and then yeah, we'll get the EP.
Are there any big collaborations that are coming soon?
Yeah. Like I have like stuff already recorded, but I'm just waiting like until everything is set with everybody. Like
Yeah.
timing is very important as well. So yeah, definitely.
Where do you see Jindi in the next 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah.
I don't even know when I'm gonna. I know when I'm gonna see myself tomorrow, but 5 years.
Yeah.
I hope I can be, you know, someone who, you know, played a small part in uniting people and you know, spreading the message of love. And I hope that, you know, God keeps on giving me the energy to, you know, like keep on delivering this message. Yeah.
Let's come to the fun questions. Between Sudanese food and international food, which one can you not live without?
Sudanese. I was just telling you know, telling my brother here like I went to Numle and when I landed in Numle, it was like November.
Yeah.
The first thing I told my friend, I died full.
Food?
Died full. Yeah. So I went to Numle, I had full. Yeah. So yeah, like you can't. I mean, like for me, Sudan is a blessed land, you know, because the vegetables, the fruits, the meat, everything is just so organic. It just tastes
Natural,
different.
yeah.
So that's the good thing about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which artist surprised you
I'm
the
smelling
most?
some food. What you guys doing, Shaya?
Shea, yeah. You also mentioned Mula Combo.
Yeah, Mulakam Musharat.
We have to make you test that if you have not tested
Definitely,
it yet.
yeah,
For sure. Which artist surprised you the most after meeting them in person?
After meeting them in person,
Yeah.
Anyariol.
Anyariol?
Yeah, definitely.
You've already met him?
I met Anyariol, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So Anyariol is my guy, man.
What about him
'Cause-
was so interesting or that stood out?
I feel like he's just natural, and you know, when we met, he came to me. I was saying when I was in Juba, he came and had my guitar. I'm just gonna play something for you guys in a bit. Just wait.
Okay.
And he came and I was like, Anyariol, man, check this sound. He's like, yeah, so so then like 5 minutes later, we go outside to the balcony, and then I came up with some chords, and he just started freestyling.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a very natural, organic, and you know, he's good.
Yeah.
Anyariol is good. So I like people who are natural. You know, like you know, like when you see them.
Yeah.
If you see them on social media, you're gonna meet them. You know, they have that, you know, energy.
Okay. Do you guys have any... Oh, so you know how to do this. Amazing.
And there's different ones, huh? There's one like this.
Yeah.
Man.
A lot. So wait, is there like, are you planning to collaborate with Anyariol anytime soon?
Honestly, you never know, but like I'm just trying to, you know, like I recorded some projects already. So, you know, like I wanna get through with that and then we see. You know? Maybe.
Okay. If you were not a musician, what would you be doing today?
I would be like just in my kingdom in Kush, you know? I'm Nubian
Kush
king.
kingdom.
Yeah. I'd just be in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Kingdom of Kush. Shout out.
What's one thing that you think your fans don't know about Jindi?
I love candies so much. You guys don't understand. Like every show, before the show,
You have to
I
take.
have to eat candies, like a lot of candies. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, if you see me at the show, and, I'm gonna get some candies.
Okay. What message do you have for your fans across Sudan, South Sudan, and also internationally?
I wanna say just like always expect that I'm gonna deliver something that's we'll talk about a current situation or like years to come from now, but I always strive to give you all like the best kind of music, and I hope to always like deliver that kind of message. through my music. And yeah, I wanna tell you guys, let's love one another. Let's be together and one love.
And one thing that you will want to say to MM Media for
I
having
wanna-
you here?
I wanna say shout out to you guys, and big up MM and the whole squad.
Oh,
It's
wow.
been real, and I wanna give you a snippet of one of my favorite songs. You guys ready?
Yay!
Yeah. Every time I sit down and I pray that my people see
Hey.
the light one day. Love to Juba, I'll be on my way. ماشي في طريق ما بتراجع. Justice is what we fight for. Pray that my people see the light one day. Love to Khartoum, I'll be on my way. ماشي في طريق. One love, one heart, one destiny, Sudan. One love, one heart, one destiny, Sudan. One love, one heart, one destiny, Sudan. One love, one heart,
Hey.
one destiny, Sudan. Everybody say, oh, oh, oh. My people wanna live in peace. Say,
Oh, oh, oh.
خلونا بس يا أخ نعيش. One more time.
Oh, oh, oh. Hey.
My people wanna live in peace, yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
خلونا يا أخي نعيش. One love, one heart, one destiny, Sudan.
Hey.
One love, one heart, one destiny, Sudan. I wanna take this chance and say thank you guys for having me. It's been really a pleasure coming here and just sharing my story with you guys. And I wanna say that Sudanese people, man, South Sudan, know that we're all connected, we're all brothers and sisters, and let us love one another and let us build for a bright future, protect our children. Yeah, man. Big up.
Guys, we just had one love, one heart. Oh my God. Thank you for being here, Jindi. We are blessed by just having you here.
Thank
and
you.
yeah,
Bless
thank
up.
you.
Thank you. Big
Guys, thank you. And we'll see you in the next episode. Make sure to follow our social media handles on Instagram, IG, and TikTok. And also make sure to go follow Jindi too, official. He has a YouTube. He's on YouTube, Instagram, and also.
Or you can find me somewhere in Numli or somewhere in
Oh yeah, you can also
somewhere
find
in
him there.
Imratalata or somewhere in Gudelle. You never know.
Yeah.
You know? Big up my people, man.
Bye.
Fire.